friends, I'm making this video because 20 years ago I read in one of my health letters that there is a parasite in cats that causes people to commit suicide. Anything that gets this parasite, ant, bug, will commit suicide. So I've asked everyone that I consulted with in the last 20 years if they knew about this who had a cat. And only one person in 20 years knew about this. Only one person in 20 years knew about this. I felt that made all the sense that I should make this video because of that. So keep watching and you'll learn about it and you'll know what to do to protect yourself.
A similar study found that countries with high toxoplasma infection rates also had high suicide rates. What scientists really wanted to understand is whether toxoplasma affects people with no prior disposition to psychological problems. They were in luck. In Denmark, serum antibody levels for Toxoplasma gondii were taken from the children of over 45,000 women as a part of a neonatal screening, which was to better understand how the parasite is transmitted from mother to child. Since children do not form their own antibodies until 3 months after birth, the antibody levels reflect the mother's immune response. Thus, the scientists were both able to passively screen women not only for infection status, but degree of infection, as high levels of antibodies are indicative of worse infections. They were able to use the Danish cause of death register, the Danish National Hospital Register, and the Danish Psychiatric Central Research Register to investigate the correlation between the infection and self-directed violence. The results were clear. Women with toxoplasma infections were 54% more likely to attempt suicide and twice as likely to succeed. In particular, these women were more likely to attempt violent suicides. But even more disturbing, suicide attempt risk was positively correlated with the level of infection. Those with the high levels of antibodies were 91% more likely to attempt suicide than uninfected women. The connection between parasite and suicide held even for women who had no history of mental illness. Among them, infected women were 56% more likely to commit self-directed violence. Now, you may be wondering, how can you get this parasite? Well, you can get it from your cat, sushi, undercooked food, or raw food that was improperly cleaned. If you have or ever had any thought of suicide, you may have the suicide parasite. If you have the suicide parasite, you must realize that thoughts of suicide are not from you, but it. You love yourself. You take care of yourself. Wash yourself, feed yourself, and anything telling you to destroy yourself is not from you, but from something outside of you. You must reject it. You cannot let the suicide parasite win. You must tell it to go to heaven and that you love yourself and want to get healthy and get back to your life. You can't let it win. I will fight it with you and we can win. The same Scientific American article also has good news that the suicide parasite can be killed with parasite treatment, and we have a pure, organic, comprehensive detox that does just that. Let us help you get back to your life.